Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be making a pork roast in the Instant Pot, and basically you just want to brine your pork roast overnight in salt water and dry it off. And what we've done, I'm just going to dust it with some black pepper and some of your favorite seasonings. You can use whatever you want, whatever your taste is. I like to use a little bit of Tony's. And my favorite seasoning is the Chipotle chili powder. It's really tasty and it puts just enough bite into what you're making to where it's not overpowering. Alrighty guys, we're going to set our Instant Pot, to saute, and we're going to saute this pork roast for 4 minutes on each side. So we've got it good and hot. I've got a little bit of ghee in the bottom of the pot, and be careful, and it may splatter. Okay, our 4 minutes is up. We're going to flip her over. Just want to get a nice golden brown crust on the outside. We're going to saute her. We're going to do it for another 4 minutes. Go ahead and flip it on its edge. Get those surfaces good and golden brown. One of the things that makes this so quick and easy is that we don't have to do any chopping. The only thing that I'm going to chop up is 1 onion. We're going to use little baby reds for this recipe. Let's go ahead and get those washed up while we're waiting. Go ahead and brown that one last side. Man, that's looking good already. In the mixing bowl, let's go ahead and add 1 can of beef broth. Let's go ahead and add our minced garlic. I'm going to put a couple tablespoons in here. You don't have to put as much. If you like a lot of garlic, you can adjust it to your taste. Give that a little stir. Add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire, however you want to say it. 1 tablespoon of yellow mustard. 1 heaping tablespoon of brown sugar. Give that a quick stir. 1/4 cup of just tap water. And last but not least, 1 heaping tablespoon of cornstarch. And that will make your broth and gravy. Let's go ahead and remove our roast from the Instant Pot. Let it stand for 10 minutes. What I like to do is get a wooden spoon, and we're going to pour just a little bit of the gravy mixture in here. We're going to get these little bits and pieces of stuck on pork roast and then incorporate that in with our sauce as well. Pretty simple. I wouldn't use anything but a wooden spoon, or what it is, just basically a wooden wedge that you can get in there and kind of scrape the bottom. Just get that all nice and cleaned up. I'm going to go ahead and install the standoff. It just keeps the roast up off the bottom of the burner. Just kind of center it up, and then we'll put the roast right in the center. And then we're going to add our vegetables, our onions, potatoes, and carrots. We love lots of onion in our recipes, but the recipe calls for 2, but 1 onion is going to be plenty. So let's go ahead and add our carrots and potatoes. Give your gravy mixture one last good whisking, and then we're going to pour it right over the top of everything. Let that garlic just sit wherever it wants to. It's going to be so good. Let's go ahead and put our lid on. Lock it in place. And we're going to set our valve to sealing. We're going to set your pot to pressure cook. And we're going to let it go for about 35 minutes. You guys, one thing that I have learned, that the Instant Pot is probably one of the easiest pressure cookers that there are to use. Now this thing is going to make some whining and some whistling and some groaning, and the steam valve just popped up, so we are in pressure cook mode for sure. If you want to release the pressure on it at any time, hit cancel, and then you can just press the valve. Alrighty guys, at the 30-minute mark, it's looking good. Go ahead and turn your roast over as I did here, and then we're just going to inspect it. And I went ahead and took a temperature of the internal of the roast, and it's only at 110 degrees, so we've got a little bit farther to go. So let's go ahead and put the lid back on. We're going to cook it for another 30 minutes. Oh, look at that awesome goodness right there. We got an internal temperature of 195. That puppy is done, and it's going to be delicious. Let's go ahead and scoop out all your vegetables. Man, oh man. Man, look at that. Comes right off with a fork, y'all. I'm talking about tender. Get you some of that gravy. Pour it right over that meat. Take those taters and mash them down. It's almost, they're so creamy that it's like mashed potatoes nearly. Let's try a little bit of this meat. Oh my. You don't even have to chew it. It is so tender. Melt in your mouth. The days of needing ketchup for roast for dinner, gone. Guys, I'm real excited about this new addition to our culinary experiences. I think this is going to speed up a lot of the meals that takes hours and condenses it down to minutes. I can't wait to do a chicken in here. And of course, it'll do anything. You can do a rice, excuse me, fish, pork chops. You can make chili in it in just no time flat. So this is going to be an awesome tool, and glad to share it with you. And if you would, just go ahead and if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, pretty please. That would help us out a ton. So anyway, y'all have a good rest of y'all's weekend. See you later.